I'm Niraj Puran and I'm passionately curious about the world. I'm always looking for those underlying patterns and merging different disciplines into one. Join me on this journey where I explore the culture of a city and translate my experience into a men's outfit that represents the city. This is a journey of discovery, a journey of self-expression. It's a journey of fabric and culture. I start my journey from the city of Pune. It is said that to understand the present and predict the future, one has to remember the past, the traditions. And what better way to do that than to meet someone who's seen Pune grow right in front of their eyes. Mr. Shashank Devekar, who's a well-known academician in the city and what they call as a hardcore Punekar.
This was a composition by Sant Eknath, and of course sung and immortalized by Bharat Ratna Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, who was a resident of Pune city. So tell me, are you a traveler or a tourist?
Is there a difference, sir? I mean, I'm just curious. Sir, I want to know the real Pune.
Okay.
Its essence, its origin, sir. इसकी शुरुआत कहाँ से हुई?
Well, right. In the real sense, the fortunes of Pune, I think, changed when young Shivaji and his mother Jijabai came and settled down here. They were sent by Shivaji's father, Shahaji Raje Bhosle, who was staying in Bangalore. And Jijabai, Shivaji's mother, she was a very well educated woman and very ambitious as well. She is said to have had a lot of influence on Shivaji as he grew up and his ambition to establish the independent Swaraj of his own.
Okay, sir, can you tell me, yaar, ye jo, at many places in Pune you see this this stamp, this octagon figure. I think it's called a Raj Mudra.
Yes, it was the seal of Shivaji Maharaj in Sanskrit script, and it reads Pratipaschandra Lekheva Vardhishnu Vishwavandita Shaha Suno Shivasaisha Mudra Bhadraya Rajate. It was the royal seal which was put on all the correspondence and documents in those days.
Sir, what is this Pune's fascination with Ganpati?
Okay. Well, see, Ganesha as a deity holds a place of prominence in Pune's history and culture. Actually, you can trace it back to the origins of Pune, that was the Kasba Pet, where the original Pune village existed. From there, you know, the name Kasba is a Persian word which means basti. Okay, so the original Pune started from Kasba Pet. That's the origin.
Sir, Pune has so many educational centers. Could you tell me a little bit more about it?
Well, Niraj, the association of education and Pune can be traced back to the Peshwa era when there were many gurukuls and scholars teaching over there, and youngsters from all over India came here in pursuit of education. But that was the traditional kind of education. You know, after the Britishers came, as I mentioned, there were many scholars and learned people and social reformers who started their own schools and institutions, and they started imparting modern education.
Thank you so much, sir. What I have learned today from you, sir, it is invaluable. But my journey continues.
Of course. In fact, Niraj, what you are looking for, I think you will find it in the aisles of theatre.
Theatre occupies a vital position in any society. It functions as a mirror through which we view and understand ourselves. Next on my journey, I'm visiting the Vida Hedari Contemporary, a contemporary art space and restaurant in Koregaon Park, Pune, where I'll be meeting an old friend who knows a thing or two about this misunderstood art form.
Theatre has always been an integral part of the society. If we think about it, theatre is everywhere. The way we act, the way we express ourselves, the sense of drama is always present.
Angel, Pune seems to be that place where a lot of experimentations are taking place. Could you tell me specifically about the theatre culture of Pune?
Theatre in Pune has evolved immensely. It started around close to 1800s. In 1890s, the plays like Sharda were much more pro-women, with classic groups like Lalit Kala Darshan and Gandharv Natak Company. Then came the golden age of theatre in
70s and 90s?
80s and 90s.
Okay.
Yeah. These days, Pune scene has a lot of Marathi plays and experimental theatre going around, but it has lost its luster.
Has lost its luster. Why would you say that? What has your experience of theatre been here?
I've been doing theatre in Pune for last 3 years, and we have a lot of new and upcoming groups like Swatantra, and they are doing some really stellar work. But the problem with theatre in Pune is money. We don't have a lot of patrons who would look into the infrastructure and the art of theatre.
And how did the theatre aspect, the theatre culture, influence the fashion of the city?
Well, the theatre does not necessarily affect the fashion, not for now at least. The culture of Pune has been altered massively, say in past 200 years. Maybe the culture of Natya influenced the Peshwas and the people who were theatre fanatics 40 to 50 years ago. But traditionally, yes, art was a big part of the culture and subsequently fashion.
Angel, I want to get that art and culture back into an attire. The symbolism of Pune into what a man could wear today. I mean, I want to get that lost glory and that classic exhibitionism back in style.
Well, you could try.
Art has always influenced fashion. For the uninitiated, maybe finding these cues are hard, but they're all around. The ease and flair of apparel moving through the geography of the place. The bedazzled troops exhibiting the glory of an empire. We can find many such instances across the smudged, wrinkled pages of history. As a person, I have always considered myself a global citizen. Similarities between concepts, art, patterns, life, and culture have always intrigued me. One such motive behind my journey for this outfit was presenting my love for this place to the world. Pune has been called the Oxford of the East. Coming to think of it, both Pune and Oxford are complementary. The similarities are uncanny. The culture of administration, the student capital, the weather, and the vibe of the place are similar to both in their own merit. A fusion between the cultures of these places is the exact recipe I am searching as a fashion wanderer. And a wanderer needs only two things: a sense of curiosity and a map. And I'm on my way to meet my map.
Madhura, I've sourced these elements, these ingredients which symbolize Pune and Oxford. But now all we have to do is get them together in that one perfect dish. And for that I need your help.
Sounds interesting. What do you have in mind?
I want to build this outfit which combines yet juxtaposes these two cities. But where do we start from?
Okay, so now that you've told me about your concept and inspiration, the next step in the design process would be to establish the mood. So what words come to your mind when you think of the concept? Let's map it out.
I'm thinking something young, something vibrant.
Okay, but those aren't really mood words. Can you think of some descriptive words like resilient, for example?
See, I'm looking at something which is based in heritage but still very forward looking.
Okay, so like contemporary.
Contemporary, yeah.
Yes.
Inquisitive, determined,
Accomplished.
accomplished. That sounds good.
Okay, so now that we've established the mood, the next step would be to derive the colors from the mood and inspiration. Considering we're taking into account the heritage, history and culture of both Pune and Oxford, that narrows down the color palette to, well, everything. So, did you have any colors in mind when you were imagining this outfit?
Madhura, let's not play safe with this. You know, I'm looking at unconventional colors.
Okay.
Olive green, maroon, maybe salmon. This outfit needs to be a statement.
Okay, but I feel like taking into the fact that Pune is called Oxford of the East, I feel like we should take colors from uniforms.
Okay.
So like black, white, navy blue, beige, maroon. I feel like it'll add a very dark academia aesthetic to it, which I feel like is very relevant to the concept as well.
Makes sense, makes sense. In terms of the silhouette, what do you have in mind?
First and foremost, like whatever the outfit will be, it will have elements from both Peshwai fashion as well as Oxford inspired.
Has to, yeah.
I'm thinking it could go in 3 different directions. So the first direction could be Western silhouettes with Peshwai trims, fabrics, colors. And the second direction could be vice versa. So it'll be Western silhouettes with Peshwai fabrics and trims and colors.
Okay.
And then the third direction could be like an equal balance of both of the elements. So what do you think?
I like the third one. That balance, that confluence, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Let's go with the third one.
Alright, I'll make a few sketches and get back to you.
Sounds good.
To create is to suffer. To create anything of value, of beauty, one has to go through a lot of trials and tribulations. One has to be ready to suffer. This journey is really testing me to my limits, but I won't stop till I find what I'm looking for.
I always knew from a young age that I wanted to pursue a career in fashion. It was the glitz and glamour that drew me in at first, but I stayed for the craft, the storytelling. Because it gives you a platform to express yourself, your individuality, your beliefs. It's my source of joy. It's that drug-free boost that makes a terrible day seem slightly better.
Fashion was never about a trend, but a taste. It's a platform to express our individuality and has the ability to magnify our rawest emotions. Madhura, Angel and Shashank sir have been instrumental in helping me find the different pieces of this puzzle. But now it's up to me to weave all these elements together in a way that pays homage to this wonderful land and proclaims the sheer delight and gratitude of being alive. The late Anthony Bourdain once said, "Travel isn't pretty, it's not comfortable, but that's okay. The journey changes you, and it should. It leaves a mark on you." And the journey to this outfit has really changed something in me. But one question still remains. Are you a tourist or a traveler?